This camera represents a huge step in terms of advancement for us in mirrorless technology. Its biggest strength would be the dual pixel CMOS autofocusing capability that's built into the new sensor, and of course it debuts with a host of other new technologies in a mirrorless camera from Canon, such as Digic 7. We have a new combination IS, and besides all that, it's fun, it's easy to use, and it's compact. So basically, combination IS that's found on the EOS M5 is such that it combines two axes on the lens IS, okay, as you can see over here. Each of our EOS EFM lenses has two axes, which is vertical and horizontal, okay, but it combines with 5 axes that's found on our sensor on the body. So the body and the lens, the combination of IS on the body and the lens allows the camera to record much smoother movies. In terms of movie recording, even when handheld, you'll find that the camera is more stable. What dual pixel CMOS AF does is actually it functions like a pair of eyes. As you know, most if not all animals on this world have two pairs of eyes for stereoscopic vision. It enables depth perception, okay, like in humans we have the eyes at the front of our heads for depth perception. Dual pixel CMOS AF is essentially that. It gives the camera a perception of depth, therefore giving it an understanding of how far the subject is. Once it knows and recognizes the length or the distance of the subject, it can automatically and very quickly focus onto the subject without the need for other complex autofocusing systems. For starters, it has an APS-C size sensor, therefore it gives you much better movie making capability or much better higher quality movies compared to your, let's say, your regular smartphone sensor or your regular compact digital camera sensor. Secondly is that being an EOS camera, there is the ability to swap lenses out, okay, and coming with the adapter, if you're purchasing the adapter or if you already have the adapter, you can actually use specialized Canon lenses, okay, to increase, you know, in terms of creativity, depth of field, in terms of stabilization and all that. Of course, not only that, built-in, it has built-in time-lapse movie, it has built-in stabilization, it has built-in movie modes that will cater to a wide array of users. We showed earlier the trip to Brazil entirely shot on an M5. You can, it's extremely gratifying that you can actually shoot something like a feature-length movie just using a compact mirrorless camera such as this. So, giving you a walkthrough through the M5 menus and its systems. It basically works the layout is basically the same as other EOS M cameras or other EOS cameras at that. What do we have here? Right now we're in manual mode, so the mode dial is up here. Over here, you can actually see I'm coming into creative assist mode. This mode is very useful for people who are first timers to cameras and DSLRs. All you need to do is press Q, which is the quick menu, and adjust, very simply adjust things like your background. Would you want your background to be blurred? So it automatically blurs the background for you. See that? It does that automatically. Once I remove my hand, the focus jumps back to the background. See? It does that very quickly, very swiftly. Okay, if I need to increase my brightness, okay, all I need to do is to drag left or right. So all these features are actually very simple to use, okay, and of course I can just use touch AF if I want to focus on the camera itself. However, if you're more advanced in or you want to use some of the other modes, you can actually just change it to scene. What we do it, I left scene in portrait mode previously, okay. So what we can do is I click on that button over there okay, I can actually just move up and down to the rest of the scene modes that we have available. Also, if you're more advanced, you're more experienced, you might want to know what the other capabilities of the camera can offer you. Okay, what we have is the new function dial. Okay, basically if you're using the camera via the viewfinder, let's see over here, this is the eye sensor, proximity eye sensor. Okay, what we can do is we can use one hand to control the entirety of the M5. Very simply, I can adjust my exposure compensation using this dial over here. Okay, I have the front dial over here, which works exactly the same as other Canon front dials. I have my rear dial over here, also exactly the same as the other Canon rear dials, which I can also customize. For instance, over here, this is my front dial, which is now in AV. We are in AV, therefore it controls the aperture. The rear dial controls the ISO. Okay, but I can also use this function dial, which swaps between white balance and ISO. Okay, if I wish to control it just like this. More importantly, your quick menu gives you a host of other functions. For instance, your auto-focusing in terms of tracking. If I wish to change it from one shot to AI servo, I can do it here. Okay, I can change it from continuous shutter. Now this setting that the setting that I'm in now is actually very perfect for things like pets, kids, children, yeah. If you wish to take pictures of toddlers, especially those who are running around very quickly, what we do is we can enable tracking mode. So when I enable tracking mode earlier, what you can see now is that the camera actually detects a certain part of the image on which I actually pressed on the touchscreen. So I'm pressing it over here, so it's detecting this square as the part of the image that I want to track continuously. And no matter whether I'm moving the camera left or right, it's still detecting that square. Obviously, if I have it pointed at a face, for instance, it will try to track the face regardless of the condition or the situation or the angle of the face. So this is part of our Digic 7 tracking capability that's found on the new Digic 7 image processing engine. I hope that you will find this camera as easy to use as I do. And in fact, most Canon lovers or fans or people who have used other EOS systems previously will enjoy the relative ease of use that the M5 has to offer, especially when they have years of experience with EOS cameras.